Oh, hi. How's it going? Yeah, good, eh? No workers, mate. Welcome to Dragon's Brew D&D. I am Dragons are Cats, and I will be your DM and host for tonight. Got him. Pew pew. Welcome to Dragons are Cats. We're going to be playing some Dungeons and Dragons, like I just said, as Dragon's Brew gets underway. This month, we are supporting for our charity, the Cancer Council, to try work together and raise some funds to continue to battling against various forms of cancers. And there has recently been quite a breakthrough in prostate cancer research in a way that they have found a way to starve the cancer cells till they die, essentially. So that's good.
Yeah, fuck cancer.
Yeah, fuck cancer. Cancer's fucked. So we're going to be supporting the Cancer Council this month. Till the end of August. Just FYI. With me tonight playing is the wonderful Joygasm, and also Joygasm. Thank you for the host, my man.
Oh, no worries, mate. Yeah, what am I talking? Am I just introducing myself? I forget what's it feels like forever.
End the stream quick.
My week has been feel like, oh my god.
Good work. We'll come back again next week. See you later.
See you later. Yeah, this is going to be the last session. I think I'll be in my apartment. I'll be moving, so I might not be able to be here next week because I'm moving the same time we usually stream.
Yeah, we'll talk about that after stream.
And so this might be the last time you see this background, you guys. Take it all in. Take it all in.
Everyone throw up a kappa or a dragon.
I don't believe you.
One kappa.
What do you mean, Gaz? Yeah, last time we were on it, we all jumped on a boat, and we're going off together. We're a crew off to. We don't know if we're going to come back though, do we? We actually don't know. It could be our last ever voyage. So we'll see.
We won't come back if we die.
That is true. You won't come back if you die.
Well, we might. You never know.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
With us also tonight is BM Curfew. Tell us about yourself, what you remember from last session, and who you playing.
Brad playing Belvin, the human paladin. Last week we met up with, it's Amelia?
Ramilia?
Yep. And she told us about what's happening at Chult, and that we should go and probably sort some stuff out because the cult is there, and there's just been so many things pointing to Chult, so we decided to finally end up going. How this goes, I don't know.
We'll
But
find
we're
out.
on a voyage to go kill zombies and cult members.
And update that.
Yeah, well, because they're no longer level 8, as our party is now level 9 after many questions of when we're going to level up by our wonderful Bone Wave.
Oh, yes.
And I finally
It's
caved.
been 84 years.
So Wave wasn't in our campaign. It was just me. Maybe if a little of Brad helps a bit, actually. It was just me and Rob. I realised we'd just be level 1 on the first forest. Me and Rob would be going around. Oh, that's a nice bush, Rob. Yeah, let's spend 20 hours talking about that bush.
That'll be a great
You
campaign.
two push
I'd
it
love
along a
to be
little
part
bit.
of it.
We'll be like, this is enjoyable for us. I don't know about you though.
Half the time, we keep it on track. The other half, we're just like... Anyway, I am Luke, playing Casimir, the Tiefling Wizard. And we're on a boat.
We're on a boat!
Motherfucker.
And yeah, we're heading to Chult, which is a little bit scary from what Carl's been saying.
I haven't said
Everyone's,
shit.
I said it's that at work. I go to guy who plays D&D. Go on Chult, and that face he gave me, I'm like, oh fuck.
We're fucked.
So good luck.
It's been fun, guys.
Yeah.
I remember when we were playing early on, someone was like, "Just don't go to Chult."
Whatever you do, don't
like,
go to Chult.
like literally, I remember someone saying that. I'm just like,
I like how no
"Ah."
one tells us what's up though. They just tell us like, I wouldn't go, but they don't spoil it for us, which is nice.
Well, dinosaurs. It's what I think I heard,
Really?
or saw.
What? Oh, so it just got spoiled. Oh shit.
No, I remember somebody telling me that before.
Oh, I didn't
Maybe
get
they went-
spoiled until now. Okay, I'm out.
Yeah.
So previously on Dragon's Brew D&D, our party had separated with the brothers Sandstorm and Belvin heading to Waterdeep to go to a party in which portraits kept on staring at Sandstorm. They met up. Sandstorm met up with old fling of his, Neva Shilshell, to which she had basically been forced to give up the pirate's life for me, Ark, to serve as a basically a lost treasure fetch finder for a noble of Waterdeep. And after examining a coin that looks exactly like Sandstorm, exactly like the crown he carries, but broken in two, they're like, oh, that's concerning. They then struck a deal with Remilia Havenstree's husband, Arthagist Allbinder, to which the Lord's Alliance would happily provide some forces to assist the protection of Riverguard while they spearpoint the expedition to Chult to look for this treasure that this other noble family, the Cliffwells, who also happen to be the financial sponsors of the Cult of the Dragon, in a race against who will find this artifact they're all talking about.
Familiar's husband, right?
Amelia's husband.
No, he's not an artifact. He's just old.
No,
No.
But he's old.
No, that's not true. Wait,
he's
that's
not a
not true, right? I thought I was making a joke and you accepted it.
Nah, he's
Wait.
old. Fuck, he's like 60. He's going blind.
No.
He's cataracts.
The
Jesus.
Cliff.
He's not a Cliffwell.
No, I remember when you first introduced him, though. You said he was, and we're all freaking out, going,
Yeah, I fucked that
What?
up. I was like, oh no.
because it's like a crucial part of the story, and we're just like, holy shit, he's the husband. Then that means she's a part of it too. But it turned out it's all good.
It's just like a husband-wife rivalry the entire time.
Yeah, shit. Imagine that. Like, but everyone knows though. Like, is that how much common knowledge is that? Like,
What do you mean?
That they're funding the Cliffwells are funding.
Very.
You said they were at the party, right?
Yeah, the Cliffwells were at the party.
But like, how can they just be there and like people? I don't know.
Because
How's that dynamic work? Why don't they just kill them?
Because it's rich people.
It's all rich people being on the wraps.
Yeah.
It's just richy people.
I
just
wish
being-
a sandstorm did end up killing everyone. Then fuck.
Well, murder hobos hashtag.
Yeah.
All right, so let's kick tonight's session off into gear as Casimir was given a scroll of simulacrum and a gem to make sure that his simulacrum would not basically turn to a pile of mushy snow. Mushy of mush. Let's just go with mush. Oh yes, shout out to Consultant Detective. I made the donation tonight, my friend, and I made it in honor. And yes, again, thank you to everyone with last month's donations to the Unicorn Foundation. You are all goddamn truly amazing. And special things are coming your way, boys.
Woo!
Nice.
Everyone's so amazing.
Amazing. And with that, after the simulacrum was successful, the guys made their way out to the shores of the Lizard Marsh, boarded the leaky dinghy.
We also got sending stones.
You also got sending stones,
Did we
yes.
get 2 pairs?
Mm-hmm. I paid the extra for the 2 pair.
Nice.
You did,
So
yeah,
we
you
could
did.
leave some,
Pair.
one of the
Yep.
pairs, like one of each pair behind, basically. So whoever means to contact.
Yes. So one of us will have a sending stone,
Well, I got one to Remilia. Do you guys want to have like one each, basically? And then you give it to someone of your choice?
Mate, I think the Lord would like one.
Well, all right, Belvin, you can have some.
I was gonna say, but we don't want to bother the Lord, of course. The Lord's carer will take care.
Yeah, the
of
Lord
it,
doesn't
know?
have to do anything.
You don't. The Lord never answers calls. Did you know that? Like,
What kind of
We
Lord
haven't
are you?
actually, we haven't hired. We're gonna hire me an assistant, weren't we? Forgot to do that.
Hire you a sister?
Assistant.
Ah.
We already have a fucking sister, mate.
Yes.
Deb.
All right. Where is mine? Where is that?
I don't know what's happening with the map here, Kyle.
Neither do I. It's not. Is that turning up for you?
Oh boy. Oh, there we go. It
It
was just the ocean's above the white void.
Ah, yes.
yeah.
Of course. There we go. Okay.
What flag's that?
A
River guard.
Looks like an England flag or something.
non-descriptive flag.
We need to do a Photoshop job of that one. Just chuck like, come on, Luke, get a
Sandstorm's face on there.
yeah. Get on that paint
It's
job.
just-
Paint master.
Shit, I'm not getting paid enough for this. I'm not getting paid
just-
anything, Sandstorm.
You can just crop
is-
from another photo.
This is a ridiculous, Sandstorm. I'm not getting a wage yet.
Mate, you're fucking a part of it. You
I'm
get
in your
right-
employee, mate. You're the Lord.
I don't think you're right though. Like you guys, you just get
really.
what I get. Like we all get the same amount.
Yeah,
Like,
but
even
it's that
though I-
generous.
until you become like a
I say
dictator, and you're just like,
Until
all right,
I'm like-
all of your gold is my gold.
yeah,
You
it's
guys each get 1 gold.
Oh.
each.
It goes too high now, guys. Sorry, but fuck off, fuck off.
Goodbye.
Nah, that'll never happen. That'll never happen.
Mutiny.
Mutiny.
This is the perfect time to get rid of Sandstorm. He hates the water.
Nate, I've come on with the water, remember? I've sort of like adapted.
Let's put that to the test.
It was molded by it.
Go back real quick.
I was molded by it when my
until I
skin...
was a man.
Yeah, I was molded by it when my skin burnt when I wasn't in it. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I can appreciate water a lot now.
Trial by water.
You don't appreciate it until your skin burns off your... when you get any air, you're like, ah. I know how fish feel now.
What do you mean? That's what I feel like in sunlight.
Massive dragons for consulting detective right now. Mwah. Love you, friend.
Okay, get off my dick.
All right. Ridiculous. All right. So, as the leaky dinghy, this large sailing vessel of what seems to be old pirate shit that has been given a heavy recent coat of lacquering, fresh white sails, flying a water demon flag until it gets out of sea where it pulls down its flag. You guys spend the first couple of days with cold westerly winds. The sun is wonderful, but the smell, just that ever-present smell of salt is just right there. Within this time, Ikram spends a lot of it learning more seafaring forms. You see him shift between a killer whale one day and between an albatross the next, just really going around and enjoying it as the ship sets out. Sandstorm, you are set to bunk. You are invited to bunk with Neva, if you so wish, whereas the rest of you will get a private. Whereas Sandstorm gets a private room at the captain's quarters, the rest of you will have to bunk down into the crew quarters, which are basically just hammocks that lie on the side of the bed, like side of the walls.
How many would be the worst, wouldn't they? 'Cause they're like,
Wow.
would they move or would they stay still and the boat moves?
I don't know. I'm not a
What
pirate.
happens?
I'm not a pirate. I haven't watched enough Pirates of the Caribbean religiously to
Do they sleep
Find
in
out.
that? I don't
I
think.
don't think Pirates of the Caribbean is like the
Okay,
most
let's
historically
watch them-
accurate.
Let's watch them sleep.
Yeah. Let's do that. Pirates.
I haven't seen the last couple, I think.
Yeah, neither have
I
I.
don't
They're
know
not
how many
great.
there are now.
After the first one, I kind of went, oh, straight off a cliff.
No,
It was
that was
only
the edge of
gra-
the world.
It wasn't even a gradual decline. It was like, first one, all the rest.
Yeah, definitely.
Uh,
All right, so
I do get a private room though.
Pardon?
Tiny hut. I get a private room.
oh, nice. Nice idea.
So a couple of times throughout the night, well, throughout most of the sailing voyage, you find yourself your own little space, tiny hut yourself space, and yeah, Casimir, you are allowed to have your own comfortable space that kind of still moves with the ship as it's sailing across the ocean. Is all. So you still got that to deal with. But during adventures on this boat, you see other ships sailing down the trade route until the coast to your east leaves you completely. And then you're surrounded by nothing but the ocean and the horizon and then the sky. Most of the days are long. The sun is harsh, even though winter and traveling south, the air does start to warm up. It loses that winter chill and then goes on to more tropical Caribbean weather as you guys make your way out to a string of islands and pass through them. Or pass by them, I should say. Is there anything you guys would like to do during this time or talk about or discuss? Now is your time.
Kaz will just do some spell study because he's got a few books he can read up on and some scrolls.
Okay.
So, do we know what we're really getting into here? All we know is like the Order of the Gauntlet are on Chult and they're fighting some undead.
They're fighting some undead menace that's apparently made its way onto the island. You know that the Cult of the Dragon has made their way there, apparently.
Yeah.
They're searching for something.
Belvin would like to inquire, like, do we know where the artifact could be, or do we at least know where the cult is? You know, or we're just going in blind.
Neva informs you that the merchant prince that you were going to that is the one that informed Arthagus about the elven woman who came in purple and bronze robes, asking about ancient lore for one certain ruins, a ruin of Mesro, but was unable to really give her anything. So, as this Wakanga is a contact for Arthagus, Neva's pretty much set on the idea that once you guys reach this place called Port Nyanzaru, setting up a meeting with him, depending on how long that takes to get that actual meeting, you'll go from there and see if you can do some research. Other than that, it might be a trip through the jungle.
So what's this merchant prince do for a living?
As you ask the question to Neva, she answers that Wakanga is one of the 7 merchant princes. That is basically the form of government to the only city within Chult. He owns he owns the monopoly on all things magic items and lore.
Sounds like a pretty good contact.
And in his off time, he teams up with a group.
Close score.
Toshko, thank you for the subscription. Better flex for you. Hey, Toshko, how you doing, buddy? Let's throw up some dragons and a flex.
Hey, man.
The guys are currently setting sail and figuring out what they know, which is not much.
Pretty standard.
Flex.
Pretty standard. They got
That's
it.
fine. We accept
Yes.
it. We go and we'll get to our
You're working out,
Going
Brad.
in dry.
Black Panther will show us the way.
Brad, you've been on that D&D fitness, man.
I've been going to the gym.
Yes, rolling all those dice.
I will admit I was pretty bad on it last week. Doing the first week of the apprenticeship, just kind of.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That would kill you.
Different working hours.
Building
and shit.
houses for everyone.
It'd be different if I was getting home at maybe 3-4 o'clock or something, but I was getting home at 5-6 o'clock that
Yeah.
last week. I'm just like, God damn.
What time you have to start?
6.
Yeah, it sucks.
So
Ah, the good old days.
shit.
good times.
I'm pretty sure you're doing enough fitness there, wouldn't you?
Eventually you will be.
Like when you're working,
Yeah.
picking up that bag, clean up that.
Just
Isn't that what
benching
apprentices
like
do?
wood.
It's like, clean up my shit, apprentice.
It's actually not that.
It's not as bad as that.
It's not that bad, luckily.
Okay, a lot of people I hear, that's just like, that's how bad it is. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
all I do is
most
clean.
companies,
I don't work.
the place I'm working with, it's like it's
They let you
just
do stuff?
my boss guy, and that's it. Like I'm the only apprentice he has, so he
Okay.
actually gets me to help
yeah.
him do.
Oh,
work, so-
good. You can actually do work.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, cleaning's work, but I mean, like, you didn't sign up for that.
Oh,
Yeah.
but I still clean up anyway.
yeah,
so.
yeah, obviously.
It's just part of the job.
As long as you're allowed to do the part of the building stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Touch the hammer.
Eventually, after a month and a half of sailing, hitting up a few through a few chain of islands to make port a couple of times, drink hearty with the local folks around there, which seem to be mostly pirate folk as well, or if not, the sea elves of the Moonshee Isles, as you continue making your way south along the across the ocean. It's a fairly pleasant, if not casual journey. I'd like you all to make Constitution saving throws. Let's see how you are with sea legs.
Well, we'll see if this goes the way I think it should go.
Oh, yeah.
Ha.
Nice.
Knowing
Oh,
Sandstorm, this is the first time he's ever gone on the seas.
Are we within
Off
10
the
feet
charts.
of Belvin?
Where's Constitution?
So we
Throughout
get
the-
aura of protection.
Throughout, no. I'm going to say throughout the
Exactly,
Should
exactly on story base.
have been hugging your
Perfect.
brother the whole time.
All right. So due to Belvin being like quite a hard individual and used to being put in these rough situations and adapting quite easily, he's fine. He's got his sea legs. He knows what he's doing. He's sailed a couple of times.
He's even using the difficult movement of the boat to do different exercises. So he keeps-
Like side lunge to the side.
Fuck it,
Hey, Paylor, welcome.
Mate.
Mate, I'll be on a cruise, mate. It's
This could be our last cruise.
Whereas Casimir, you're able to, you spend a lot of time just in your hut
floating.
under deck, whilst everyone around you is getting a tan. You grow a shade paler just
Get
from
my
being
moon
in
tan
your-
on.
yeah, getting your moon tan on as you just bring up your opaque, dark little tiny hut nearly each and every day, and make
Can have,
yourself quite at home.
Can
for
dancing lights
floating
give me a
spell.
tan?
No,
Dare. I'll still have them up because I need some light.
Do you have levitate, Luke?
no, I
Fucking
don't
Sandstorm.
think so.
With an 8, I think Sandstorm needs it right now, mate.
Wait, if you levitated on
Does
top
the
of the boat, would the
the
boat
boat
just keep
disappear?
going and you're just levitating?
Wait, if you give me a slight push, though, if you give me a slight push at the same rate as the boat, I'll slowly move with the
What if
boat.
we turn the boat? You're just like, whoa.
I look around like, oh shit! Like Looney Tunes, look
It's
around,
like
and look
swimming
down.
in the air back to us.
Sharks chasing me. It's just
Running
Ikram
underwater.
teasing me.
All right, from day one, as soon as you leave Baldur's Gate, you're at the side of the back of the ship, just for the majority of the trip. If not that, you were asleep in the captain's quarters, trying to work off seasickness. But within the last couple of weeks, you gain your seafaring legs. Whenever you hit land, you pounce on that and you're like, I'm not leaving for a while. You are muted.
2 weeks of that
That'd be
sounds
so
like
brutal.
absolute fucking hell.
That's a month and a half.
Because you can't get away from it. Like,
It's not sailing for 2 weeks. I got my times wrong. It's a month and a half.
yeah, but I
Is
mean,
that the
like,
total
being
trip or the
sick.
seasick portion?
No,
Or
the
both?
seasick portion is a month and
Oh,
1 week.
yikes.
Can you do like a VR
Does
spell?
Sandstorm die from dehydration or something?
No, he's able to be fine. Able
Can
to
you-
keep himself
Can you
confined.
do like a
some water.
VR spell, Casimir? Where like,
Yeah.
just
I
like,
could,
bring me
actually.
back
Phantasmal
to
Force.
land.
Can I do major image? Because that can make things seem real. It can't make it
Semi-
feel real though.
Yeah. So like it's just like maybe he's floating on a cloud.
I don't know if that's gonna help.
I could actually cast fly.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah, for a limited amount of
So
time.
for 10 minutes,
Did my griffin
every now and
come
then,
along?
you could fly around.
Where is my griffin?
Your griffin's back at the keep.
Okay.
You didn't say you were going to bring your griffin along.
It's a no
I
pet
don't want.
ship.
I don't want. He can live. He might have to take over the keep.
Fine.
to
He
be
can
honest.
live.
He can live.
He has to take over the keep for me. I reckon. No one else is there. Actually,
All
did
right.
we put that in the will? Who's going to take over the keep?
You
if
made
we
a
all
will
die?
already?
No. Well, if
He's
say
writing
we
it
had
on
a
the boat.
will, who takes the keep if we all die?
Well,
Shit.
Casimir is there.
Yeah.
No, he's not a real
My
one. Though.
clone.
He's not the real one, but he's a clone.
It's the
How long
closest
do
thing.
clones last for?
Till destroyed,
Okay, so he potentially could be there forever.
or it could be destroyed.
Yeah.
Now,
Or we could be just.
Can he cast another illusion of himself?
Uh,
Does he have to?
he can
No,
literally
not at
cast
this level.
what's in
He
his-
That
didn't
was from
cast
like a
himself,
spell
so-
scroll
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
all this
It
other
was,
Ah,
yeah, it was
stuff.
cast from a favor. All right. So, you, as the sea ahead roils and churns and the waves crash over the bow of your ship, driven by the sawtooth hills rising from the heaving foam over the ship, water steams off the rising crags like rivers crashing down a mountainside in the distance of this landscape. The ship is quickly approaching. At last, the emerging island stops growing in size, although the sea around still tosses your ship like a drifting feather. You see, you notice within the last couple of actually, what's it called? Ikram tells you within the last couple of minutes, when the island stops growing, lets you know that birds are gone. No more birds. Then chews on some bark. Not good.
That just means like if you're
Pretty
you're
ominous.
far away from the no
Coast.
birds just mean far away from the coast. That's all that means.
Nice observation there, Ikram. It's been like that for the past 6 weeks.
Yeah, we've been
No,
pretty
no.
far out.
He looks at you and says, "No, not recently. We're
No, because we're
Should
pretty
at
close
least
to
be
the coast.
safe.
Okay, I'm just saying like it's like yeah, mate.
Are you high still, mate?
You be you. You be you, mate.
He goes, yeah, that's fine as fuck."
That's my secret. I'm
Where's
always
he even
high.
getting this bark? Did he bring a stash of it or something?
He just keeps growing it with drill crap.
It's an endless supply.
There's an endless supply of bark on his wrist. All right.
What's a scrat? Scraticus.
Scraticus, that is correct.
What, did he make him crash the boat or something?
He did not. As there is then a huge blast of steam that erupts from the waves towards the front end of the ship. That bursts up. Change scenes.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's a bit blurry for me at the moment. Oh, my God. Holy shit.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
We're gonna need a... use fucking get the hell out of here.
So, who's confident they're swimming?
As the deckhands
Oh my god.
Turn me into
kind
a
of brace
fish.
themselves, and even Neva at the wheel at the helm spins the wheel to the side to get the ship out of the way of this huge creature.
Is that a turtle?
And through the drifting rainbow-crossed mist, you see an immense beak and a milky eye the size of a hexhog cask, like a size of a pig's head, staring blindly at your direction. And that then just floats there, looking at your ship as it turns to the side, and then begins to keep pace. As the water calms, you also spot a dozen more shark fins encircling the ship.
How far are we off the coast?
I can see it on the right there.
Probably still away from the coast here. You are still quite far away. Quite far. It's this
Well-
large... Casimir, you can make an intelligence check.
13.
13. It looks draconic in form, but more turtle-like. It's ridiculous.
Like
Turtle
a
dragon.
dragon turtle?
Meta
Hey,
knowledge? Yeah.
how did that breed?
I'll let you figure it out.
It's either a big ass turtle or a real little dragon.
As the as the huge turtle creature pushes its head up against the side of the ship, pushing it, and you hear it saying draconic, "Repute, pass, shinings, give now." Most of the crew is panicking right now.
Give him
Two
like
have-
illusions.
6 guys have spears.
I go to Casimir quickly. Like, dude, illusions to get him off our back for now. So create like fake jewels or something.
Actually,
You've done it
If
once
we
before.
had- Kyle.
Yep.
So, I prepared the spells I learned based on the 2-week period. If I had extra time, could I have studied another spell? Because there's one I could have studied that'd be perfect.
All right, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, that's so
I'm a kind DM.
In hindsight, I would have done this one for sure.
Because if I had an extra 4 weeks, I could have easily studied one extra spell.
Yeah, but you're going off the knowledge now. That's the
Because they only just changed it.
That's the dodgy
I did,
part.
yeah, I'm sorry. But I also told you this before as well. But yeah, the giant draconic turtle form, gargantuan in size, in circles, followed by probably about 20, 25 sharks.
Give him
Basi-
what he wants.
So, the spell I could learn is creation.
Yeah.
So, because that is in one of the books I have. So I can literally create a real object within a 5-foot cube that lasts for like a duration depending on what type of material it is.
Okay.
Oh, give him a big jewel, mate.
What are you going to make?
I could make a 5-foot cube of gems
No,
Is there a value to it?
that's huge.
Like a value cap?
That's fucking huge.
5-foot cube worth of gems.
That's like a lot of gems.
Wow.
Or a 5-foot cube of a precious metal.
Yeah,
Is this in the PHP?
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
That should
I'll just
keep
have a
him happy.
quick. I'll just have a quick read.
So the
what
gems
does
last.
everyone
You can
else-
search it up in Roll20 too.
Yeah, but I have a book.
Rude.
Exactly. Luke. We have books.
I don't.
I know you don't. All right, so
Let's give
I buy
away
books
that.
Uh,
Um,
when I'm not poor.
you hear it
40
say.
texts.
Okay, so the duration of the gems lasts 10
10
minutes.
minutes. Of
That's-
precious metal for an hour. So,
Do it.
Okay. Do you want to do it? What does the rest of the party do?
I'm
That's
just sort of
a
telling
draconic, right?
Kaz, give him what he wants.
that's in Draconic, right? It's
Yeah.
saying that.
Yeah.
So, Belvin and Sandstorm understand that, right? They know Draconic now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Can I get them to, like, try and calm the crew while Kaz works on the spell?
Okay. Belvin
Hey.
can do that.
And, like,
Hey mate, what are you here for?
they can negotiate. They can negotiate with the turtle and say, like, we're going to go get the tribute.
Okay,
Hey,
so
mate.
who's going to calm down the crew? Who's going to talk to the dragon?
Belvin can't speak Draconic unless he has his helmet on.
Well, Sandstorm to the rescue.
I don't believe
Such
he
a
has.
noble leader.
Time to test his
Actually,
how
that's a
fluent
serious
he is.
question. Make sure that you have the items that you're bringing with you on this adventure. I mean, to
yeah.
talk to you guys through the week, you don't just have everything you draw.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't carry all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, pick your items and stuff. And
I got my daggers. I'm good.
I'm good to go.
you didn't bring the helm?
I would have brought it. It just wouldn't be on him at the moment.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Like,
cool. I just wanted to check.
I'm sure.
A
I'm sure
helmet's
he
not too hard to carry.
Good.
He's not just wearing it around
Yeah.
all the time. Oh, lucky I'm
I
wearing
guess-
this.
It's in a safe place, apparently.
Yeah, it's like it's with his armor and stuff. I don't think he's wearing his armor every day, all day.
Yeah. You get a pretty good 10 like during this month and a half.
Always ready.
You get like 2 shades darker.
Yeah. Damn.
Like
Um,
Sandstorm has his daggers because they're just daggers. Like,
But yeah, no, I made sure I've got the stuff that I wanted to bring. So
All right. So, Belvin, you're calming down the
crew.
All right. I'll get you to make a persuasion check. Sandstorm, how are you going to engage negotiations with this dragon turtle creature?
I talk back in Draconic. This is the first time I've talked to a Draconic boy with my new language. I talk back
No pressure.
and I say, we hear what you want and we got what you want. Just give us a 10-minute window and then we'll get back to you. Just wait patiently. There's no need to kill anyone. You know, we can do a good deal. And how's your day?
The dragon, the turtle. The turtle gets in real close, like it to the edge of the ship. Its mouth opens. Aren't enough whales in the sea today.
Oh, shit.
Gems will do it. Coins will do it. It's good, but
What about five by 5? What was it? Feet. What about a 5 feet cube of
A chest full.
a chest full of gold? You can do that, right? Like an hour.
Yeah.
What about a chest full of gold?
how much gold?
A chest full of gold.
How
That-
much is chestful to you?
Shitload, to me. Set me back a lot. I'm gonna have to work for a few more years to get my keep up and
My
running. 'cause of
entire
you.
life's work.
Make a deception check.
Fuck's sake.
You're speaking your brand new draconic.
I'm gonna use actually, I'm just gonna use a nat 20.
How do you bluff this turtle?
I look at him and I fluently tell him Draconic. I'm not gonna try the voice because like your voice is just too good for me. And I say, mate, you're stealing from me. I always pay my debts, mate. You look like everyone. You look like a nice guy. You look like you could do with a nice lady. So use this gold. Go take her another nice turtle out for dinner, and be part of our ways. If you see this boat come around, just say, "No, it's fine. I'll let that boat go, okay? Because we'll be coming back the same way. Just let us go, because you know it's me."
Do you know another turtle?
Sure, there's plenty of turtles out in the sea for everyone, okay?
He kind of looks.
I don't know any in person, personally.
Out to the ocean, and by that time, the spell is ready to be cast.
Yes, I delay now, Casimir. Don't do like that.
So I wouldn't have been in front of it casting. I would have
just
went in
right,
the captain's quarters probably.
Yeah,
because captain's quarters would be like on top,
it's
right?
private. Yeah,
You can come out with it.
No, because like carrying a chest, it's gonna be fucking heavy.
Like some of the crew help you take the chest out.
Yeah.
At that point, Belvin's got the crew calmed down and has basically told everyone, "All right, chill, don't worry, we got this, guys. We can talk this out. We understand what it's saying." And even Neve is just skeptical at it. It's just like, "All right, listen to him, boys." And then we're just like, "Rrr!" And then Casimir pokes his head out and goes, and basically gestures for like two crewmen to just be like, and goes back inside. And then Casimir comes out with the two dudes carrying the chest. That feels completely real. Real.
Well, it is real.
It is
for
real.
an hour.
I just realized what I said about coming back. He's gonna be mad on the way back.
Jeez.
Let's not go this way. Okay?
This is your revenge against Neva.
Remember to not go back this same way, okay?
It's like, Neva, you took my stuff. I take your life.
Holy crap! Oh no!
That's not my revenge. It's Sandstorm's.
Cecil revenge. As the chest is brought out, the dragon turtle stops whimsically looking out to the horizon, dreaming of the day it will meet that special dragon turtle in its life.
That's what I'm hoping for.
As its milky eye kind of just shifts towards the crate, and it's just like, and then leans in and goes,
Show me. Let me see.
and there's just a rainbow of precious gemstones within this chest.
It was just gold, I think, because gems was 10 minutes, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so
But the gems are more
gold?
likely to get to fuck off.
yeah.
Oh, so we're doing the
Like
10
one
minutes?
one chest might not be enough of gold.
How about two chests? Wait 10 minutes. One chest of gems should be fairly enough.
Yeah, man.
As it looks at the gems, it's just like, and then opens its mouth and puts a large, bluish purple tongue out over the side of the deck, basically onto the deck of the ship, over the railing. That kind of emits boiling steam off it, and it's basically just got.
So he just eats it.
Just licking them up.
So like he doesn't know. So he's not particularly counting all this, is he?
Wait, do you think dragons count every coin in their hoard?
Yeah.
Like
Oh, true.
if he
Somehow.
eats it though, how
Make-
does he know?
Make an insight check to why he's doing this.
Probably just transport it.
He might be eating it. You're not entirely sure. Maybe his flippers don't have fingers.
I'm just trying to think. Like in 10 minutes' time, will he notice it's gone, or he'll just be go?
Well, the chest would be real. That'd be something like we could find on the ship.
Yeah,
It's just the gems.
Definitely, there's definitely a chest.
So the chest will be real still.
Yeah, I'm
can
just
read
wondering,
those
is it getting mixed up with other gems? Does he know if it's ours was real or someone else's was fake? You know what I mean? It's sort of like it's
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
if it
It'd
goes
be
on a
very
pile of
suspicious.
if it goes on a pile of other gems that he's already taken to someone else, it could have been their gems that are fake.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows?
I'm just saying.
He
we
might
use this
he
to
might
our
have
advantage.
swallowed some. He might get upset about
Yeah,
it.
So next
Who knows?
time we need someone to talk him out of us killing us.
Yeah, maybe he accidentally swallows them, but it turns out they weren't real gems, so he didn't get real bad indigestion, so we did him a favour.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. I hope my advice. He goes, finds a turtle lady, and then it'll be like, "Oh, I've changed. I'm all happy now. I've changed as a turtle man. I like you. I'm not going to kill you guys. You may pass." That's my overall goal.
Even on a nat 20, you can certainly try. As
That'll be on the way back. We'll
as
find
the
out.
two crewmen look at each other, look at Casimir, then look at the Sandstorm, and then look at Neva up on the up at the wheel, and it was just like, they shrug to each other and just gently put it on the tongue and then book it away.
Yeah.
You see the tongue then
Speed
curls.
ahead.
The tongue then curls up the dragon's
Wait a minute.
dragon turtle's mouth closed, and it looks at you and just goes. And then slowly descends back into the water. The sharks follow it.
And I'm just like, let's get out of it, guys. Go, 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 go. Full speed ahead.
Neva
Nice.
comes up to you and goes, "The hell was that?
You
Where'd
haven't
you get
seen
the
it.
gems from?"
We probably shouldn't hang around, hey?
Oh, someone okay? Okay, yeah, all right, yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. Let's get the fuck out of here. As the boat-
I'll fill you in once we start moving the fuck away.
Once we're not here, I'll tell you.
Only got 10 minutes.
Can
ship
Ikram
travels
like
as fast
speed
as
up the
it
boat with wind or something?
No, you can just put like a leash on him and then like a shark and just swim
Oh
up the
yeah, we could train it to pull the boat.
front. Like a horse.
Yeah.
All we have to do is tame this fucking gigantic dragon
Wait.
turtle thing.
He can't summon sharks. He's not Aquaman, is he?
He's not
Oh, you can-
Chakram.
It
Like
can
call all the sharks in and then there's
Ikram can do that.
summoned sharks before.
Oh, so he can, yeah. Summon
Oh,
sharks.
shit.
It'll be like Santa's sleigh.
Wait, were they magic sharks or real sharks? He's just like,
They were fey conjured sharks.
oh shit.
Wait, can Brad's thing be a water creature? Or that's just like a one?
Summoned steed.
Yeah.
No,
Question.
I don't think so.
I don't know. Maybe, I don't know.
No.
Like, because it's not like, it's like a spirit. It's not like,
Yeah.
I wonder if it can change to other things, like a water horse.
No, it can only be like a
Just a horse, like just a unicorn with like a
yeah,
mermaid tail.
something that you ride on land.
Like a seahorse.
pretty much.
Yeah, but obviously not a seahorse because they're not that.
Obviously, though. All right.
So
So,
they sit there.
Also, Carl,
yes.
trying to add something to my daily ritual. I'm gonna cast water breathing every morning from now on, basically, because it's a ritual.
Just in case.
And like,
Okay.
it's pretty relevant now,
Precautionary.
They're pretty relevant.
so I can cast that on everyone in the group, basically,
You're like, oh shit, I probably
Every
should have this
morning,
before.
if they're
Oops.
close. And it lasts a day.
I guess.
So if we fall off the boat, we might not be completely fucked.
might not be completely.
Does that mean if I like a drink of water, I can't choke ever? If I accidentally go, I can't actually choke
Do
on
it
the
for
water.
It's just like having air.
That's what I'm saying. So it doesn't matter which way
What
it
about
goes.
after 24 hours and you got water in your lungs?
Beautiful. So
Beautiful, this bastard. What's the stand?
Yeah, jeez.
absolutely. As you all make your way through into the Bay of Chult, where is my thing? Around about on your last day of sailing, as you sail through this bay, mountains to the right of the ship, and then you've got basically forest to the left. As you come on in and approach, there's a few peninsulas sticking out along through this bay that the ship kind of goes a little bit more west towards, and then hooks down and around to travel back southeast. before it reaches a short-hilled mountainous range just on the edge of the forests that Amazonian forests that you can see off in the distance. Bear with me for just a second, please. Okay, where's the thing? That is perfect. As our exactly. Get excited, get keen. As around mid-morning, the ship reaches the tropical city under a blazing sun. The familiar sounds of a harbor, creaking ropes, slapping waves up against the ship, heavy barrels rolling across cobblestone as you come into this harbor of this city, and the music just goes silent for a second. As the ship comes in, you can see this incredibly colored port city. As I'm just going to change image. As you pass through this break wall lighthouse featurette with a similar large chain that drops down like river guard and allows your ship to pass through, there is a lighthouse in the middle of this harbor, to which the ship then travels around to the north. No, basically turns right and sails into a port and pulls up alongside the wharf, drops rope, and you see there incredible sights of these large reptilian creatures just off in the distance, like everyday mounts. And I'm going to change that song because I hate that song. It's like super annoying.
Like 10 seconds.
Yeah. 10 seconds, I just hate it. It's just, it got me so bad. I hate it. So. Motherfucking dinosaurs metagame. So. Coming into the port, you hear the sing-songy words that make it almost sound like a musical as these deckhands and workers and laborers within the port sing the song throughout their day of labor. You see the aroma of unfamiliar spices and tropical fruits mixed with the wharfside smell of fish, tar, and canvas. Beyond all that, Port Nyanzaru, an explosion of color. Buildings are painted in bright shades of green, blue, orange, salmon pink. All their walls are adorned with murals portraying giant reptiles and mythical heroes as you come to the side of the ship and look out over the city entirely. You can see from the deck minstrels in bright colors, adorned with feathers and shells, perform on street corners that you can see. Multicolored pheasants with long feathered tails, and sun kind of trot around the area like peacocks that then extend their tail feathers out, and instead of like the circles, it is instead diamonds, to which people kind of pick off the tails of and begin to trade and sell, and even some of them are gifts and can be used as fans for others. You see sun awnings that flutter atop the city walls. As you see around the port as well, there's a crowd of children dressed in feathered hats and capes that race along the dock. It seems to be holding fishing rods, squealing in delighted terror as a street performer costumed as a big toothed lizard stomps and roars behind them playfully. Whole city seems to be bustling, sweating, laughing, swearing, and singing. You hear off in the distance, towards the eastern side of the city, beyond the majestic walls of these explosions of light within the sky. And then cheers from far off in the distance of the city. Some sort of celebration or enjoyment festivals happening somewhere. Neva looks at you and goes, Port Nyanzaru. Welcome to one of the last remaining bastions and the only city of Chult.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Sounds like there's a race day on, by the sounds of it.
So how
It's
come
fine.
there's
It
only
definitely is.
dinosaurs here and nowhere else?
Because they're in Jurassic Park.
Yeah, how haven't they got out yet?
Because they're on a fucking island.
They're on a fucking island.
Yeah, but there's flying ones.
You don't see any flying ones going around.
I see them.
I can see him in the top left.
I can see them top
You
left, mate.
You can
Oh,
see
yeah.
as they then flap down and then begin to walk through the crowd and like actually engage in conversation or maybe
Oh,
even in
shit.
purchasing something.
So they're smart.
Well,
Wait till these.
Can all these dinosaurs?
seems like the flying ones are.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Dino people.
Oh shit! They got like a muzzle on the raptor, but not on the fucking T-Rex.
You even see
don't think they have
walking through the
muzzles big
street.
enough.
Muzzles are too expensive. The head's too big.
Once you get off the boat and head down the wharf into the actual street, you do see that there is a well-trained T-Rex. This short-armed, big-leg muscled, big reptilian draconic lizard head,
Huge.
rows of sharp teeth, just walking around. Very well trained with this very well adorned man on the back of it with this very brightly colored turban around his head that also drapes down around his face, and he's being escorted with what seems to be 6 very brightly colored guards as well, but very tribal in their view.
Aren't T-Rexes now like seen to have had feathers now? Like that's the thing now. Like,
Oh yeah, they thought
Somewhat.
too.
like they realize like, wait a minute, all these dinosaurs had feathers.
Majority of them, yeah. But
So like,
you see, this one is more of the
On the
Jurassic
scary
Park kind.
This is Chult.
This
No,
is a
this-
yeah.
it's not a pretty one. This is yeah. So like, I'm sure. Well, I know Sandstorm hasn't seen this ship before, and I look, I'm like, holy shit.
Oh, yeah.
That was
One thing you notice about the entirety of this land as you've been traveling through the bay for the last couple of days is the heat. For us here in Australia, it would be a 42-degree day.
God damn it.
Damn.
Melvin, you know, putting your armor on in this heat would be shit.
I wish I wasn't a cat right now.
You need a
God.
radiator.
Damn.
Well, Kaz is resistant to fire.
Kaz, you're fine. This is all right.
Can you like use a spell to cool us down a bit, mate?
I could use Ray of Frost or Shape Water. So I can keep you moist.
Ray of frost just like freeze me a little bit.
Yeah, you just die.
Mate, could you just keep us a bit moist, please?
Would you rather
Yeah.
melt or freeze?
It's like
Your
yeah.
choice.
Yeah, just chuck some
Or actually,
make my
we
my
have-
clothes cold.
we have the weird tank still, which was the water elemental suit thing.
What?
Well, it's not a
Remember-
suit.
Oh.
It's like a
Remember what-
backpack. It's a watermelon elemental backpack.
Yeah, Belvin would not have brought it.
No, but Kaz did. He had it in his cube of holding.
Oh, did you carry that? Oh.
It's like it's just been in there still.
What about
Yeah, right.
what did I miss? What the fuck?
All right. So
You
what you
remember-
also see around the place,
Alvin made it.
yeah, Alvin made it, yeah, from the humidity of the place as well is just excruciatingly bad. Exotic sounds and smells come from all over the place. You see these dinosaurs are basically being used as beasts of burden to haul around 2-wheeled carts, hoist heavy loads onto cranes as such, and tow boats along the canal. You see this huge, long-necked creature pulling behind it. This ship, basically, as it kind of has has all this strange material that allows it to bounce along the side of the rocky port as it gets dragged to what seems to be a dry dock. You see that flowers, green plants, and vines are growing everywhere, and they seemingly just spring out of the corners and sides of stone buildings themselves. The greenery needs constant tending to, you believe, to prevent roots from shooting out or damaging any of the scene. But the place looks very well clean as well. All of its citizen, there is no like dank, besides from dinosaurs doing their dino business, making one great big pile of shit. The streets and smell of the place aren't actually that bad compared to places like Daggerford or Waterdeep. It's strangely quite clean.
Riverguard smells amazing, by the way.
Riverguard apparently smells amazing.
You can move there if you
Prestidigitation,
want.
treasure pens.
You just use that spell every time to clean it up. How big can you do that?
We're gonna need a bigger prestidigitation.
Yeah, how big is it? Like, I don't even know the limit.
T-Rex size shit.
Is there a limit?
Along walls and towers as well, there's a colourful awnings that are provided to shield guards and such and people from the sun and rain. You can see that all the streets in the city as well are paved with cobblestone or flagstones. And also off to the side of each street and also going around buildings as well, there are deep gutters that as much as 2 feet wide in some points. That seem to be also flowing with water. You see off in the distance to the south is a bit of a cloud. Quite heavy cloud.
So is Icarus studying all these dinosaurs to be a potential dino?
He's taking it all in, he's just like, oh.
Kaz can polymorph in.
Oh yeah, study up, boys.
Coming in, you then see overhead the lot of you, Neva, Casimir, Ikram, Sandstorm, and Belvin all receive a message in your head. Which one of you is the captain of this ship? As you see above you, flying down, as your attention's drawn up, this white-robed draconic form that then lands basically on the wharf in front of you, holding a staff with a green orb at its tip. Blue filigree and what seems to be leaves, tree leaves, draped at the bottom of the robe itself, as this gold dragonborn, or gold half dragon, stands up and basically asserts himself right. Good morning to you all. I am Zindar. May I please speak to the captain? Neva kind of puts her hand up and goes, I am the captain. These are my guests. I've heard tales about you. You are Zindar, are you not? He goes, yes. Yes, indeed. Now, you do know there is some business to be taken care of. Porting as well, that'll be a cost of 20 gold to stay your ship for the amount of time. Would you prefer to pay now or pay later at the office? And they go through a bit of business together, just talking to each other. You see his wings that have formed out of his back from underneath his robe, kind of aren't like the typical dragon wings you're used to seeing like bat wings. They more or less take multiple spines that go out down along his back that then form webbing in between. And kind of, instead of flapping, he just kind of sails on the breeze.
He's definitely a cool looking dragon.
So he's a dragonborn, I'm guessing.
No, half dragon from
he
what
is
you
half
can see.
dragon. Okay.
What was your character, Brad? Your old character?
Dragonborn.
Dragonborn.
Dragonborn. What's? Can I get a quick explanation of the difference?
Resmi is a half dragon.
So
Yeah,
half dragons
right.
are more created, or if not, born from dragon, whereas a dragonborn is their own species in themselves. descended
Okay,
from.
so
Yeah, descended from them.
that just gives more questions. How did the dragon breed with something that size?
Did you not see? Did you not see a bronze dragon turn into a human not that long ago?
Oh yeah, I didn't think of that. But you wouldn't want the human to have a baby because like that makes
It'd be spiky.
This gold dragon, this gold half dragon, then looks you all over once. Neva hands over the small pouch of coins.
I take it you are adventurers, making your way in the world to the treasures of Chult, then. I wish you the best of luck in your findings.
You want to come with us, mate? You look like a
No,
dragon that wants to see some action.
I'm sorry, but Port Nyanzaru is my home.
Okay, mate. You're
This
lost.
is, oh, that's okay. I like to keep my business. I take my job very seriously here. Many things to do and on ahead. Excuse me 1 second.
And he whispered, and you see him begin to speak off into the air as he, as there's then a coil of what seems to be magical light that strings around his hands that then wisps off into the air. Casimir, you recognize this as a message spell, a sending spell.
Do we know if Neva knows how to track down the merchant prince? What's his name? Not Wakanda.
Wakanda.
Wakanga, yeah.
Wakanda, not Wakanda.
Close.
Good luck.
I just couldn't not think that.
I know.
So she does know how to track him down, or doesn't?
She looks at you and goes, I know a couple of taverns.
So we might be better off asking this guy. He seems to know what's what.
Do you know the Black Panther?
Say what?
We are actually in search of a meeting with Wakanga. If you knew how we could get a meeting with him.
No, of course. Oh, you'd have to make your way to his estate. More than likely have to speak to his steward and try to organize something unless you do have some pass of urgency or maybe something he's looking for. He's very interested in the mappings of Chult. See, this city, this bastion of life, it's the only one of its kind here. Much of Chult is still unexplored. If not that, then it's in ruin. Many treasures lie out there. And not all survived since the awakening of some sort of undead just seem to be flanking the outer slums these days.
He
Yes,
then
we did
put-
hear about that.
Sorry.
No, that's all right. I was just like, yes, we've heard a lot about that. It's part reason why we're here as well.
That's all. He will probably be your best bet as well. He is the prince of all things lore, lost artifacts, and magical trinkets. I myself do go to him sometimes when I cannot be bothered to continue my own magical studies. It's always handy to have another caster help throughout the days.
Maybe you could help me out, Ikram.
Oh yeah. Like how?
Alright, Ikram, just stick to your bark.
Right. He looks up and goes,
Better get inside soon. It's going to rain. Now, if you'll excuse me.
with that, the spines grow out of his back that then form webbing between each, probably about 10 rows of spines that go down his back, basically forming out of his vertebrae, out of his robes. And then, in one, as he steps off and off, it slowly lifts him into the air as he kind of and glides off with the wind. What seems to be his next meeting. Just nonchalantly just stands and just lets himself fly.
Let's
Flies
the
like
wind pick him up.
Superman with no form of propulsion.
No form of propulsion whatsoever other than maybe lift underneath the dancing of the wings. Nemo looks at you, Sandstorm, and goes, "Well, if you want to get lunch, I know that there's a good place, a Thundering Lizard, where looking for a more rowdy time, but you want a good night's sleep, there's Kaya's House of Repose. It's all right. I know they're located by the bazaar.
What time is it, by the way?
About 10 o'clock.
Has any time zones changed in the trip? Just so
Sandstorm
again.
does not have that meta knowledge. And I'm just going to say no. So, I'd like to
divide
welcome
the world map up by time zones.
I'd like to welcome you to the Port Nyanzaru. And at this point, I think it's good we go take a break because I really need to go to the toilet.
Okie doke.
Break time. Oh, this is a nice.
Right on.
This is really nice map, isn't it?
It is. It is. So, thank you so much for joining us tonight as we bring about this game to try to support the Cancer Council and fight against cancer because cancer fucking sucks. If you'll excuse me, I am going to go to the restroom.
Yeah, you can catch our Discord and our Twitters as well. I just linked them in the chat. And all the information about the charities is down below. I'm not sure if he's updated the latest one. Let me check. He has not at the moment. It still says Unicorn, but we're doing Cancer Cancel at the moment.
So just ignore that.
I'll remind Dragons later to update that. It may take a couple of weeks before it's updated. But stand by. But there's that Discord where we can talk about D&D and other things. Show us your fan art. I'm sure there's plenty of fan art out there. Casimir and Belvin doing weird things together or something. What's that called?
What?
There's a name for that.
I'm gonna. Have you seen something like that already, or is that something that
No, I'm just sure there
drawn
is.
up yourself? Or...
if I was watching you guys, I would do that. So.
Sandstorm's the noble here.
Do you know? I would do what I think. If it was those two, it'd be them having a punch up. It's real.
You mean Casimir getting his ass kicked?
What would
If it was an actual, just like a fist fight.
Fight me like you're real, man.
What about-
Casimir just takes his shirt off, like skinny arms.
What about Ikram and Casimir? What would their image be? It'd just be Ikram being a horrible father. He's not. We're making him out to be a horrible
Ikram
father,
being
but
an
he's
alcoholic,
not.
abusive father.
Like, it sounds really
Drunk on
bad.
pre-sap.
When you put it on paper and you read it, you think, with no reference, you're just like, holy shit.
I mean, Ikram did adopt a heavily traumatized 5-year-old when he was
Yeah.
like 15.
That's the thing. It's kind of like where it
Didn't have
come
the
from.
easiest run.
Yeah. Exactly. With all the
Casimir's
context.
been nothing but a dick.
I blame my dad.
Blame-
And now he's got a new. He's like given up on you, and now he's on a new child.
Yeah, fresh start. Never
He's
even had a
learned
first kid.
all the mistakes he made with Casimir. Now he won't make again. He just need ship names.
Yeah, shit names. That's where they use both names in one thing.
Oh yeah, like ship them. Yeah.
Kaz Storm.
Kazstorm.
Cast. Shit.
That's good. That's probably going to be the best one.
That's a good one. I'm trying to think of the other ones. I'm like, that's a good one.
That's the best one.
Let me just get. I want to make a cup of tea, guys. I'll be right back.
I gotta get some drink too.
Oh, Brad's by himself
Yeah,
now.
good luck, Brad.
Good luck, Brad.
Hello. Honestly, don't know what to do by myself.
Just beat it.
Yeah. Do you have one for every single one of us now, Rudian? So what does everybody think our chances are surviving Chult?
All right, what did I miss?
They're talking about ship names between characters and stuff like.
Sansamir.
No, that's Kazstorm.
I like it. All right,
Yeah.
they're done.
Yeah.
Belvanir. Oh, good.
Belvamir.
Talcath.
Yeah.
Malice.
Malice. Yeah, well.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, I asked
Awesome.
what's our chances in Chult.
Oh, you'll be
And,
fine.
And I'm quite surprised, Viridian. I thought you had faith in us.
Yeah, you're done. You're done, bro.
No.
This is the end.
Belvin's going to carry the team.
I hope he does.
I-
Because
No, you don't. You do not.
you don't
You
know
want
that.
you want this is the time where everything fucks us up.
I'm just gonna smile and nod.
It's because it's true.
Ha! Just a tidbit. Just a kid.
I know.
But yeah, so what do you think of Chult so far? It's like Australia with dinosaurs.
Yeah,
Like an Amazonian Australia with dinosaurs.
looks it looks impressive. It's just when we get out of the city is when it's going to be interesting.
That's when it's gonna go to shit.
Hmm.
Pale Lord, they have no idea. It's gonna go to shit.
It always goes to shit. Come on, Carl.
They always go to shit.
Yeah, but not as much as what Kyle would hope it goes to shit, because we keep rolling pretty good for those kind of stuff he wants. But this is the
Don't walk into imminent danger willingly.
yeah.
No,
But-
don't. Not at
Yeah,
all.
but this is why he's led us to Chult, because the whole place is just danger.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Danger zone.
Alright.
Yeah, we're in the
So-
danger zone.
For reference, the party is over here on the map that I'm pinging at.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So we're supposed to go to the prince's
Villa.
villa. So we have to find out whereabouts that is.
What has he got there? Oh, he's got crunchy. Get your crunch on. Oh, that's yum. Looks yum. See, you're still alive, Luke. Haven't died yet.
Hmm?
You haven't died yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
Why did you?
I've been
expect to be
trying
dead?
very hard to avoid it too.
Why have you expected to be dead already?
Because Carl wants to kill us.
I mean, that
What?
dragon turtle's gonna be pissed.
It's alright, guys. I got a plan to avoid the dragon turtle. And it's not give him 2 chests of gems.
That's what I was thinking you were gonna do, actually.
Give him another chest of gems and tell him, look, it's
But-
I
real.
promise this one is actually real.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know what happened with the last one. It's just strange things happen. But this one,
Neva and a crew might have a harder time getting back past the dragon turtle.
you're gonna put up a teleportation
Maybe.
instead.
And then it's off into the muddy jungle. It'll be good fun. I'm gonna say at this point, you guys like get off the boat. Like you guys are basically on the wharf, making your way to like this section of the city
Hmm.
as it's going down. I mean, you guys do see a bit of a ward in central kind of area that looks like a fortified place, but more or less looks more like a
private residence.
Any word on Rob, by the way?
He will be none, not yet. He's probably going to miss this session, I reckon. I believe.
Why did
Because he had a meeting at 7:00. So that's probably run a little late. Or he hasn't gotten home yet.
Why do you want to marry me, Sin? What? I need to know before I say yes. And then if they make it illegal to marry more than 2 people in
They
Australia,
just want your money in Riverguard.
Oh, I see. Oh, you saw that. I wonder. Do you guys see that?
The
You guys
crunchy.
saw it? Okay, I wasn't sure if anyone would have saw it.
Everybody saw it.
Oh, it's so delicious. Oh. It's all gone now.
Just like that?
No, I savor my chocolate. That lasts me over a week.
Ah, fair.
Easy.
You have a lot more
Me-
strength than I do.
I know.
Yeah, you have a lot more.
Sarah and I both get a block, and her goes in the week. And I'm like, oh, well, just because I can have like one or 2 pieces, I'm satisfied. I'm very satisfied with that amount of chocolate. Like, I'm like, it's great.
Okay, look. So there was a time where I
Ooh.
could consume an entire packet of Tim Tams in one night. One
Yeah,
sitting.
Tim Tams
I've-
Anna's.
I've done
Only
that
one
before.
pack.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, I
gotta
Tim
pump
Tams
those
don't
numbers up.
aren't as like rich in chocolate as Cadbury. I don't think. I
Yeah,
feel
just-
like you can have more Tim Tams and you're not like, oh, chocolate. You know?
That's what I love about it, but that's the bad thing is that
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
just
yeah.
have one.
Ow.
You're already back at the fridge. Like,
'Cause,
I'm
yeah,
just gonna have another.
the
but-
ratio between biscuit and chocolate is so perfect
Yeah.
that you can eat a lot.
But like you said, a block of chocolate, I literally can have like a couple, and then I'm like, I'm done. That's enough for me.
Yeah, like I'm not. I can have a bit of chocolate. I'm not like, and I'm done. Like too chocolatey stuff, I can't really deal with.
Yeah, same. Makes me feel real off.
Yeah. Oh, where's my love heart?
Oh,
Could give
right.
Sin some love.
Give Sim some love. That's some of that good stuff.
Where's my good love? Here you go. Oh yeah, baby.
All right. So after Sin gets a real good lovin', let's dive back into our
12-person lemon
fun.
cheesecake.
12-person lemon cheesecake.
What's a 12-person? Who goes? Can I get a 12-person cheesecake? Like, what makes it a 12-person cheesecake? Is it 12
It was
serving?
made from 12 people.
It's the size of 12
lemon people.
It's like 12 people size. Like it's a big damn cheesecake.
Jesus.
No, 12 lemon people.
Oh yeah, lemon people. Yeah, I know them. They're in D&D, aren't they? Lemon,
Oh yeah,
lemon
absolutely,
people.
absolutely.
That's how a cheesecake shot rate their cake.
Their
8
personalities
person.
are pretty sour. Though.
Oh really? I don't know my cakes that well, Sin. So if I got a regular cheesecake,
shit.
would that probably be like an 8 person cheesecake?
But if they rate like that, do they cut it into 8 slices or 12 pre-sliced? But what if you boiled this case 8 person, you like cut it so fine, you get it
Yeah.
to give it to 8.
You're obviously taking more than you're serving, but
Yeah.
also weak.
Also, yeah, fair. All right. So diving
I
back,
do like a good cheesecake. I rather cheesecake over chocolate cake.
that's fair. Diving back into our game as our party has arrived at Chult. They have arrived onto the harbor wharf, right near the dry docks, as a huge dinosaur with an incredibly long neck pulls the ship up along into the rigging for it to ascend, basically. Get on the wharf, you make your way onto the cobblestone of the town itself. You see that the ground floors of most buildings are made of this covered stone and have tiny windows to keep the heat out at street levels. The upper floors have these bamboo or thatch walls with enormous windows that let in the breeze that constantly blows through. Underboard thatch or even tilted eaves also allow air to come through. All the buildings are richly decorated with paint, ivory, or vivid flowers.
and some are painted in symmetrical and geometric patterns as well, of straight lines and sharp edges, while others are more portray animals and monsters in landscapes, or even stylized heroes and such. You also see the odd building with a walled yard or garden here or there. And you see nearly every building as well has, as you look around, these cisterns or wooden barrels to catch water that's still currently running off wood. Running off the wood. Not the wood, the roof. Wow. I'm just going to take a moment there and hate myself.
You got there in the end.
I'd like you to make a perception check.
Everyone?
No, just Melvin.
21.
You look down, you see one of the children that was running around playing before with a fishing rod has basically come behind you and it's like, ooh, shiny. Ooh. Caught. Legs it. Back to his friends along the edge of the wharf.
Well, better keep my guard up on that one. Pickpockets.
Yeah.
Belvin's the only one that would have like an actual coin purse out, because Kaz and Sandstorm have like bags of holding.
So would Ikram.
Does he?
Ha!
It's just Belvin. Belvin's
feel
got
like
a sock.
Does
His
Ikram
sock
have a
of
bag of
holding.
holding?
No, Ikram doesn't have a bag of holding.
Ikram just doesn't have money.
I was gonna say it just doesn't hold on to anything shiny.
Yeah.
Why is Ikram funny no matter what?
Ikram's funny no matter what.
Like, we just say something and out of context it's not funny at all, because it's Ikram, it's just hilarious every time.
I don't know. Just druid magic.
Where is Ikram? I missed Ikram.
I know,
Where
I
is he?
miss him as well. We need him now.
So you don't know where
Meanwhile,
he
he's
is?
Ah,
a few feet behind us.
No, I didn't mean.
Ikram is literally right. He's literally with
He's
you.
not spiritually. He's not. Yeah, spiritually, he's not here.
He's not there. Not there with you.
All right, guys, we
I
need
don't
to
think
make
he's
sure
ever been all there.
we gotta find the villa of this prince guy.
I think I can see where it is on the map.
Obviously, we don't have that eagle eye view.
But
so we have
that
to
looks
find
like it's on top of a hill or something.
It does.
Yeah, but how do we know that's it? Just because it looks fancy doesn't mean it
Didn't,
exists the place.
Didn't Never say
As-
he's like the lord of the city or whatever?
One of the merchant princes of the city.
Ah, okay.
One of.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, Casimir.
Well, I'm just gonna fly up there and see.
Do you have a food text chat in your thing, Carl?
I do not food text chat. No, I do not.
Oh,
Please,
damn.
I haven't been on Twitch for ages.
Let's see if I don't know.
I haven't streamed in a long while. As you guys make your way through a couple of these buildings towards a main thoroughfare, you see that there is a wall of people blocking the street. You then see these six similar dinosaurs race
There we go.
past with this trampling thunder as they all go past. They're all colored in seemingly bright decorations and colors. Some's got feathers streaming off it with like bright green dye on it. They just go, and most of the citizens that stand along the edges of the buildings cheer out. "Rah!" That seemingly have these dinosaurs running past you up and around this direction. Whereas people are lining around the edges of the buildings to make kind of like a course for these rider-mounted beasts to follow.
They're racing.
As you come across dinosaur races.
We did say,
Oh shit.
what's her face? It did say it was race day.
This is awesome. What dinosaurs are actually racing?
Allosaurus currently.
I
But-
don't know which ones they are. Sorry.
They're like small T-Rexes, basically.
Right, are they Allosaurus?
I'm not a
think
dinosaur.
it's
Allosaurus.
It's
They're
not
like
Allosaurus.
half the size of a
My
T-Rex.
mistake. I'm sorry, it's not an Allosaurus because
Yeah,
I got
that'd
the
be big
name. I got the
motherfuckers too.
name mixed up for that because it's not an Allosaurus. Because I thought it was gonna be. It's a small four. It is a large four-legged quadruped
Oh,
Okay. So they have like they all the same types of dinosaurs race each other, kind of like in different
yeah,
things.
Like horse racing.
like horse racing, but with dinos, because you don't see.
But is there different sort of dinosaur races? Like these
No.
dinosaurs
Yeah,
race and there's other
mixed,
ones?
They're not
Oh.
mixed species in the one race.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But there's other species that do race.
So the one you see
Maybe.
currently is a Hadrosaurus. So you remember the movie Dinosaur?
Mhm. Yep.
Okay, yeah, that look like herbivore, and,
How to train a
like
dragon?
kind of like half small arms, but like still four-legged. One of them also has a head crest that spines out.
Dinosaur. Is it literally just called Dinosaur? Like that's the title.
Yeah, the movie, I think it is. Yeah,
It's
it's
an
like an
animated
old.
movie.
Talking about Jurassic Park.
That's the thing. I can't. Jurassic Park and the last movie.
Hey, Google this in chat.
There aren't any other dinosaur movies.
Dinosaur movie. No, I have not seen this.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think it was good.
I'd laugh if you typed in dinosaur movie and it
The
came up
good-
with Jurassic Park.
The Good Dinosaur.
You know what?
No,
No.
it's just called Dinosaur.
Okay, it's got a monkey on its head.
Yep.
No.
That's it.
Wait, what?
Yeah, exactly.
It's not part of the
cover.
dinosaur, right?
The cover has it.
Okay.
Anyway.
Come on, I gotta get these Sorry, I gotta get these details in my head. I gotta imagine this world. I gotta know
alright.
what's.
They've got like a bit of a small plated beak.
Oh
at
my
the front.
god.
Though their arms are small at the front, they're still using for stability, as their tails are straight behind them, as these large
Yeah.
reptilian creatures allow them to. They're basically just sprinting.
They look really
Honestly.
back-ended, so they look really powerful legs, but everything else is small.
Yeah,
Which looks so good for running.
and there's a trample, and they head around the curve of the basically the course of people as they continue onwards. And you hear one man say, "I'm going to put $20. I'm going to put $20 on good old February. February is a good one, I'll tell you." And
20
it was
what?
just 20 gold. 20 gold.
Yeah.
I got you there. Yep. Right.
Whereas the
gotcha.
other one's just like,
saying in general.
You're talking about bets,
and that one's
right?
just like, no, I'm
bet.
gonna put, I will give you a 3-to-1 wager on banana candy. Banana candy, where is
banana
that?
candy, maybe. I heard he's pretty good these
Yeah.
days, mate.
These are two
You just-
fabulously well
I just
dressed.
turn
Walked
up
up
on
into
it
this
well.
I just know.
conversation.
Yeah, you guys like go to see what the commotion is, and you're just like, oh, okay, dinosaurs, and then these people like are trying to place bets on them.
What about Slippery Potato? I heard he's going pretty good.
They just both look at you and goes,
Wait, we've not heard of this one, the slippery potato. Who's the slippery potato? Is he racing today?
Thought he was. Got bad information, I guess.
I believe you do, good sir. You must go check that.
Alright, we cannot get distracted by this. We have stuff we need to do while we're here, right?
So we need to get into the merchant's ward, basically, is what I'm guessing.
as you currently look around and try to make your way through it, you cross onto the path and you just you're able to walk on it for a bit, but you then hear the trampling charge and people are looking at you weirdly, and then you're just like, "Oh shit! Okay, game off!" As you get off the road and pull to the side, and the dinosaurs come around again.
Belvin would like go in and ask people where to go and find this guy. Not gonna just blindly walk around and just suspect where he is.
All right, so make a investigation check.
Investigation.
Investigation, yeah.
Damn.
Okay. So, here we go. What'd you get?
3.
3. So, you come across 2 tabaxi, actually, off in the distance. One of them has very sharp, curled up ears. That hair continues up into a point with cheetah-like, well, no, not cheetah, but tiger-like stripes that line across its eyes, and is a more orangey yellow
orange yellow fur, whereas the other tabaxi next to it, who is carrying what seems to be a lute, and he's playing as well, is more of a whitish gray with stripes of black going straight down the back of his head. While they're both wearing tabards and very loosely fitting clothing, one of them has a backpack and bedroll. Looks like an explorer himself. And they look at you and they go, "Oh, traveler! Hello, how are you?" Says the yellow one, whereas the white one goes, "Yes, hello! You seem lost, good friend. Can we help?" As they approach up, he puts his lute down to the side and like kind of stands up. And as he stands up straight, he goes from being about 5'2" to 6 foot.
Possibly. Currently, we're in the search of Wakanga. Would you possibly know where we would be able to meet him?
The white one looks to the orange one and goes, "Oh, you know Wakanda?" And the orange one goes to the white one and goes, "I know Wakanga." Goes, "You know Wakanga?" "Yes, I know Wakanga." The orange one then looks up and goes, "River and Flask are up to the task. That's our motto. Chult is our playground, fast, reliable, and we know what we're doing. 5 gold pieces and we can guide you there. We can guide you out into the jungles as well. All we hope is we avoid some of Jobbo's flunkies. But happy to serve as guides for you. What you say?" "I am River Mist," gesturing to the white one, gestures to himself. And the orange one goes, "I am Flask of Wine. Or just Flask."
Have they seen Sandstorm yet?
They both look at Sandstorm after this current engagement and go, "Oh, hello, good sir. We don't see your sound kind anywhere around this place recently."
I'm like, I don't know how Sandstorm reacts.
Brother.
Other than claws on strings, yeah, these are 2 other tabaxis.
I know, that's what I'm trying
You're
to
wandering
think.
around and you've seen other tabaxis around this place, like by the handful.
Yeah, I'm just like a bit in shock, and I'm just going, "Oh, brother, is there enough room for more tobacco? I think you only can handle one, right?"
Well, are we willing to pay these guys to help us, to guide us around? Do we even trust that they would?
Well, you're good at seeing good people, right? What do you think? What do you sense from these two? That's usually your strong suit.
50-50 chance of getting mugged.
What do you think? You've known me long enough.
Yeah, and no offense, odds are I probably wouldn't.
The thing is, I actually know humans like
You don't know
better
Tabaxi, yeah.
better than tabaxis, because I've grown up with humans and like tieflings and stuff instead of an actual tabaxi. So you know how like animals grow up with they think they're human when they grow up to humans and stuff. That's what I'm like. Yeah, I don't know. I seriously, I do not know. I think Sandstorm's just gonna be a bit standoffish because he's like, holy shit, there's other tabaxis. I have no idea. I know exactly what you're doing. Fucking cat with high shoulders. Holy shit.
Yeah, you look over at Sandstorm, kind of going his shoulder.
He's shy.
And his tail's all puffy as well.
Yeah, like pretty much Sandstorm doesn't know what to do, so he looks at his brother going, mate, you have good judgment on character. Make the call. We could probably bring him in and like test him out. Maybe they could come back, have a couple tabaxi at home.
Look,
They could be useful.
in this foreign land that we don't know, I don't want to be trusting of people as bad as much as I would like to, but got to be cautious in these times, and especially in a big town like this. So it's something that I think maybe we'll have to have a chat about, and then I'll turn back to the Tabaxis, and it's like we'll have to think about the offer. We'll come back if we do end up needing your services.
Here's my card, mate. I passed my card to Belvin to give it over to.
There's nothing on it. You didn't have anything.
We still haven't got them made up.
No. This is just a piece of
That's
paper
right,
you found on the ground.
ones. They're all being fake ones that Casimir's made up.
Belvin kind of just like doesn't litter, just puts it back in his pocket. Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, it used to have something on it. I must have worn it out. That 1 hour spell.
You make your way.
Can't.
Yep.
Can I cast a ritual spell while walking?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I want to cast Rary's Telepathic Bond. So for an hour, we can all communicate telepathically.
Okay. Are you doing this subtly?
I mean, we're walking through crowds, right?
Yeah, we'll go through crowd, but at the same time, like.
I mean, we could always just sit down for a little bit.
Yeah. So it's going to take you 10 minutes to do, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, I'd say like watching the races go by, and by the time like they're talking to these Tabaxi, enough time's gone by that you're just engaging, and you're drawing heads. You realize people have turned from the excitement of the race, of the dinosaur race, towards you who are around you and eyeing you with suspicion, and even one person yells out, "Guards!"
Nothing to see here.
God damn it.
It's been about 5 minutes where six brightly dressed guards come up and approach you, their spears down and shields out, basically encircle you into a small wall, into a small semicircle. And one of them yells out, "That's enough, Caster!" And you even see flying up, one of you also see Zindar flying up ahead, basically just staring down at you from up high.
Judging.
Yeah. Just still casting. Like, what's the problem?
Holding their shields up, spears out towards you, goes, "Unless a member of the guard, there's no casting within the city. You must cease immediately, or you will be arrested, or if not killed. If you resist, the city you will be claimed an enemy of Nyanzaru."
Is Casimir with everyone else, or is he
by
just
your
himself?
side? He's just like,
Oh.
you guys are talking, and he's. He didn't say he's doing it subtly. He's doing it in crowd.
Yeah, I should have specified. But
Casimir, I think it's best you stop that now.
yeah, Kaz'll stop casting. Like, alright.
The guard that was yelling at you then approaches you and takes out a bit of takes out a bit of parchment and some chalk.
It's gonna find you.
He does. He pulls out the parchment and shoves it into your chest and say, "A fine 150 gold to be paid to the Golden Throne by noon tomorrow." And then looks you up and down.
He's jealous.
And he just stares at you. Remembers your face, basically. Having a real good look at you. If not paid by then,
Yeah.
your face will be bolted on nearly every ward.
Everyone hates magic. This is bullshit.
You then see
Jealous, they
Zanata.
can't use magic.
You then see Zindar's head just then fly off.
Yeah, you better run. Is what he thinks.
The guard then says, "Get out of here. Don't be casting again."
Yes, Your Majesty.
Casimir.
You'll say
What
it
the
real
fuck?
quiet.
You guys then shuffle off away into the crowd as for a couple of streets you get suspicious looks, eyes on you, but once you get down around the corner you get out of the way, and as you head west.
New street, Newcastle. Nah.
Please don't.
What? But can I?
You see a couple of back alleys along the this horseshoe-shaped castle-like wall between these pretty older, disheveled buildings, more slum-likes. As you make your way and approach to what seems to be a grand bazaar, this massive marketplace. Other than the commotion of the dinosaur racing going on and celebrations over that way name, you see this grand three-pronged building that basically covers up a large section of this part of the city. You see all kinds of trades going on: timbers, spices, medicines concocted from jungle plants, dinosaur skins, claws, iron, tiger pelts, carved ivory, and very intricate handiworked carved idols. Colored feathers, tropical fruits, and monkeys being traded. You see there's one giant cage and there's a dinosaur in it, and someone's trying to like, hey, it wasn't very good last week, but he's okay now. Trust me, you get a good deal here. For only 400 gold, you can get this Hadrosaurus for yourself. Riverling Poop. Rename it yourself or whatever, but Riverling Poop. Yours, 400 gold. You, good sir, with your nice slicked back hair, pointing at Belvin. Hey, what you say? This dinosaur could be yours. You see this portly man with very bright colors on his fingernails are painted in a variety of colors, and he's got these wonderful tattoos that go up his arms and up over his face as well.
You could do with a dinosaur building, mate.
He's got a sun on his forehead.
Rivergad.
We are not in need of a dinosaur. Thank you and goodbye.
We do want one though.
No, Sandstorm, we are
What
walking
type
past
of
this person.
dinosaur? What type of dinosaur?
Sandstorm,
is it,
we are
sir?
moving past this dinosaur.
Sandstorm.
Stop
it.
I
We're
want
just-
all the dinosaurs.
we currently are not in any need of this beast right now, so
Oh,
goodbye.
you are missing out. Get out of here. Someone else is going to buy you. Then you come on, go.
Yeah, sure they are, mate.
Shuffle
Or-
out of the way.
Or already out of the way.
Come on, imagine that. Tabaxi riding the T-Rex. Come on.
Okay,
As
where
you-
are you gonna put it?
Well, we've got a couple other beasts. Where do they put? You know, they roam around the place.
Okay, so you're gonna
How are we
transport
going to
it.
get a T-Rex from
So
an
you're gonna
island?
transport it, yeah,
Back
to-
to
all the
our
way back.
place?
Hmm.
Just
feed a
swim,
T-Rex
mate.
for 6 weeks on a boat.
Well, I don't
Well,
know if we can even go back. On
I
the
mean,
boat.
I guess if we
Yeah.
hire enough crew members, maybe there'll be enough food for 6 weeks.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll definitely walk past the dinosaur because that's just.
So you don't buy a dinosaur.
What dinosaur did we see though? By the way, like.
It was a Hadrosaurus, one of the ones that were racing.
racing.
Okay, cool. So it's like a mount. Well, they're all mounts, but it's more just like a casual like horse. A big
common
horse.
amount.
As you're making your way through, you see that there's this one woman, dark complexion and long braided and also dreadlocked hair. She wears. You see that she's got this lion or tiger's face carved wooden mask on her hip. That seems to be strapped down with belts. She's got this open waistcoat that then descends down at the back. Her pants are a bright green, whereas her her top underneath is just a tank singlet. She stands there and she just looks at you, and just like eyes you curiously. Lynn's, your dress is weird. Must be outsiders, yeah?
Yes.
That's rude.
What do you mean? What are you wearing, Velvin? What are you wearing? I'm wearing my cash. Just my cash black. Full black.
You're quite
Yeah.
warm. You're sweating.
I'm
a lot,
fucking
even-
very hot
even-
right now.
Even under your
But-
phone. You're quite
But my jacket's actually frozen because Casimir froze my jacket.
It
it's
lasted
just like-
all but 6 seconds.
Now
And now it's just wet.
Well, it's already moist
Added
from
to
the
the
humidity.
Yeah, added to the huge humidity of the place.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
but-
God,
Yeah.
this
Kaz
is
is
the
fine.
worst. Can Ikram put like change the atmosphere or some shit?
Yeah.
Just
Hey, Ikram,
change
can you
the
just
weather.
cut? Can you just
He
cast
looks.
some
He
magic?
looks at you. He looks at you and does pull out the orb of storms.
I'm like,
And then,
Stop it.
and then
Puts
Belvin's
it
gonna
back
back.
slowly.
Ikram,
Ikram, don't you know you shouldn't be casting magic here?
I thought I taught you better.
Is Kaz saying that to Ikram?
No, that's Ikram saying it to Cass.
Hey, you didn't teach me shit.
Holy shit.
Shots fired.
All right, so this lady looks at you guys.
Yeah.
You're just wandering aimlessly, aren't you? It was great to see, but you're more than likely going to get pickpocketed at some point.
Joke's
Yeah,
on you, I
well-
don't have any pockets.
We have somewhere we want to find, but currently we're just a little bit lost.
Well, what is it you want to find? Maybe I could help you. You see, she's got like claw marks, like scars from claws down the side of her cheek, and she's got very large thick hoop earrings, like with a huge gauge.
We're currently we currently want to meet Wakanga.
Looks at you surprised and laughs. Okay. Good luck.
But at this point in time, we have no idea where his villa is. So
For let's say 2 gold. 2 gold. I can point you in the right direction. Heck, 5. I'll lead you.
5 seems to be the going rate. Kaz will fork out the 5 coins.
oh, so you'll be happy to pay 5 gold?
Not
Kaz,
150 though.
so where do you
No,
where
obviously,
do you pull
but
the coins from?
his ass.
Well, everything's in my
Where do you keep
cube.
it? Where do you keep?
Okay.
No, let me pull it out. I have a coin bag.
Or do you?
So
I say I do.
as you pull out,
Carl's getting it.
all right. So you pull out the cube.
Don't do it.
Uh,
Don't risk it. Let
Yeah,
Belvin do it.
nah. Right. Well, then you do it then. I'll trust your judgment.
It's like it's okay. It's okay. Casimir,
All right.
put it down.
The cube down.
Put it down. As soon as you pull the cube out, it opens up. Did you just see them like, there he is, he did it! Like,
Repeat
the guards-
offender.
Yeah, the guards just in the shadows, just watching you.
As she takes the 5 gold and just take just 1, 2, 3 bites on each of them. Got to make sure they're not wood. Pockets them. Cracks the fingers.
Of course, chocolate coins
Bazooka.
don't work. Because it's hot.
Of course. No, but wooden coins. Painted wooden coins. Got
Alright.
to look out for them.
Well, let's introduce ourselves then.
I am Azaka Stormthing. At your service.
Pleasure to meet you. I am Belvin Serpenthelm.
Belvin.
Casimir?
These are my companions.
Sup,
Casimir
Ikram
Ikram.
says. Hello.
and Sandstorm Desert Legend.
Wonderful. Now, And then she points up on top of the cliff towards the up in this direction, where a bridge arcs between two raised areas. We just got to go up there. Come on, we gotta head back this way. And basically backtracks you guys back through the city, away from the bazaar. Then takes you around through the dry docks, but then back into this section that you will then reach a rowdy tavern, which seems to be some of the crew from Neva's ship have found themselves out in front of what seems to be either some sort of drinking contest or they're just enjoying the local atmosphere at the time of the party.
Actually, do we still have that? What's her name? Neva with us?
Nah, she stopped following you guys.
I was gonna say, like, I forgot she was supposed to be with us.
Yeah, around it, you notice around about I think you noticed around about the time that Casimir was casting, she kind of slinked off.
She booked it.
Yeah.
She's like, oh shit, I ain't getting involved in
It's
this.
like, nope, done, out of here. As you guys make your way past that tavern, you reach a winding set of stairs that leads up, and the road kind of wraps around up on this raised cliff area, where you see much more finer, more beautiful houses. Most of them have closed off lawns, hedges. As you make your way around, you can see a shrine. She pointed out to you this one here, and basically says, that is the temple of Savros, the deity of the wizards, fortune tellers, and diviners and such. Those who unfailingly speak the truth, regardless whether listeners want to hear it. And you see, as you reach there, you see this monstrous eye within a crystal ball. You see this is a very old grand building. Tiled roof of a great dome resembles a blinking eye itself, staring skyward. And you see one of the priests outside is dressed in kind of wizardry, very light silk wizardry robes. And he has an eye painted on his forehead. And he's basically preaching about, in about an hour's time, the rains will fall down. Make sure you get inside away from it. Otherwise, the cobblestones will be slick and wet, and you, pointing towards Sandstorm, will fall over.
You muted.
Why me, you bastard?
You can then continue your way through past a guard's outpost, which has 8 guards set up top. They stop Casimir from passing the bridge. Basically, 3 of them stand out, just encircling you guys. Put their hands out. To pay your fine. You come here to pay your fine?
What?
Although it's maybe been half an hour, word's traveled quick.
Holy shit. Is this about the spell you cast?
I mean, he is pretty impressive spellcaster.
Shit, yeah, like, dude, you see that guy? That was amazing.
That guy.
Among the
He was
populace,
doing some
He was so fucking stupid.
among the populace, you see it's mostly human. There are some dwarves. Tabaxis seems to be a large race as well, along with lizard folk and goblin, just casually perusing around the city as well. No tieflings. You've seen none so far.
Gonna put a disguise on, mate.
Yeah, but I've already got caught.
You
I
might
didn't,
as
I
well.
didn't think magic is illegal in everywhere except Riverguard.
Wait, you might
That's
as well.
because you guys have to set your own rules, motherfucker.
Our rules are there is no rules. There'll be
each other.
rules.
So yeah, he's getting a bit tired of waiting. You can see he's tapping his foot now.
Might as well just pay it, I guess.
Alright, just turn around. Well, I'll turn
Don't
around
do it.
and pull out my cube and then get the money out, and then put my cube away.
Oh, because that's that technically magic.
Oh, it's a magic item.
Getting
Yeah.
your money out. It's like,
As-
well, to get my money out, do magic.
Do you want my money or
so-
not?
As you pull the cube out and you begin to solve it to open it up, the sigils glow in a dark, ominous purple. And with each solving of the cube's puzzle, or as with each activation of the runes along the puzzle, seems to be a strange reactive arc of purple magical light that arcs out from it, like a small little static shot. Just go until it opens. Strangely, before there's always been a soft blue light. Now it's this very dark, near black purple, kind of specks of gold.
That doesn't sound good.
Can I do a check or something?
Yeah.
That's...
You can
bit
pull the
suspicious.
100. Yeah, you can pull the 150 gold out.
Okay. Alright.
Make an Arcana check.
Arcana.
31. On a
31.
31, it is definitely reacting to something within this land. You're not entirely sure what it is, but it is reacting nonetheless. Reacting potently. Hasn't gone bad yet. There is possibility for it to go bad, but you're not entirely sure of the reaction agents.
As in...
As in, it
This-
could explode, maybe. That comes across as a possibility. It could vanish. Maybe the undead thing that's going on around here is another thing. You always viewed necromancy. Most necromancy spells do have that, especially when detect magic goes off. It's aura around anything that's done by necromancy is the same sort of purple.
So what you're telling me is I need to use a different spellcasting focus while I'm on Chult.
While you're here, it's still works perfectly fine. It's just acting a bit strange.
Yeah,
It's just glowing a different color.
for now.
All of your all of its insightful abilities working perfectly fine. The reserve, it's still there.
But you're telling me there's a potential it could blow up. So I ain't gonna risk that shit.
All right, so you draw that conclusion to a stop because it's not going to blow up.
Okay.
Me telling you,
I did
it's
roll
not
pretty well.
fucking going to blow up.
You've traumatized me, Carl. You did this.
I know, but you know for a fact it's not going to blow
All right.
up. It's like your first line it's like, oh, please don't blow up. Oh wait, it's probably not going to blow up. It's reacting to the area. Oh, why is it reacting? Oh, that's pretty necrotic. That's pretty much necromancy around that. It's not good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's hordes of undead, so we know there's some sort of powerful necromancy going on too.
There's something going on. You pull the mass handful of 150 gold coins out in front of the guard, and the guard just thumbs over to this large golden palace with this gold domed roof that has this red tiled paving around the top of it.
Can I ask the guards if they have like a flyer of all their stupid laws? I mean, their laws.
He then says, "You can grab a scroll within the golden throne."
So I guess that's this place up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you make your way there
Thank you,
and
good
get your
sir.
way through,
I
you
hope you have a
the-
great day.
You too. Enjoy your stay at Chult, stranger.
You can almost taste the sarcasm.
As you make your way to the city's loose form of government building, seems to be a very, very old building, but brightly painted in fresh golden paint. It seems that has lasted maybe a couple of weeks. There seems to be gladiators that line the entrance to the place, as well as You show you're fine, request entry, and as you make your way in, the clerk looks up at you. You see they've got a 3-star fan, and they're just like, "Can I help you, sir?" He looks very hot. He's sweating quite hard, this human. He's very sunburnt as well.
If only I could use magic, I could cool him down.
Well, what can I do for you at the Golden Throne? Are you here to make an appointment with one of the princes? Is there a dispute we need to have settled? Has someone stolen your dinosaur?
Why, yes. So it was Augustus, basically, that said to come to the Merchant Prince, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Who's our official ambassador for the group?
Wait, say that about again?
Who's our official ambassador? I'd say.
That's
Presenting Sandstorm Desert Legend, Lord of Riverguard, here on with business from Augusta. What's his? I can't remember his last name.
Augusta Altbinder.
Altbinder, to see the Merchant Prince, Wakanga.
Wakanga.
Do I have trumpets?
Don't hear any trumpets.
I would do trumpets, but I can't use magic.
Ah, damn it. No fun.
I'm gonna get thrown in jail if I do.
But it'll be a great entrance.
I could get straight out of jail probably, but it'd still be a pain in the ass.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
We need that. We need that, guys. We need to all be in jail. It'll be like a
Prison break.
prison break episode.
You know what? If you want to, I say go for it.
Of course you do.
No, I don't.
Don't do it.
It's a trap.
So he straightens up a little bit, puts down his leaf, and goes, "Welcome, Lord Sandstorm, Desert Legend of Riverguard. Hello, how may I assist you in finding Wakanga? His villa is currently directly across the Felfair Bridge.
Perfect.
You want to set up an agreement, a meeting with him currently now?" He then pulls out this large tome and then opens it up.
Oh no.
But
yeah, when's your
years from now?
the nearest appointment? Anytime soon?
It seems for him, his next dispute after he's free would be tomorrow afternoon.
Oh.
But that could get pushed. Your booking could get pushed back to a couple of days, depending on other dispute within the city. It's a process.
Anything we can do to lock it in 100%?
To lock it in 100%, do you have a writ?
Do we have a writ? I can't remember if we
One
done
sec. Let me just ask my advisors. What's a writ?
Do we have a? Do we have like a letter or note or
Consent's not
something
even
from?
right.
No, did we get given something from
Augusta?
Augusta? Yeah. Did we?
I have no memory of that at all.
Yeah, because you're busy scratching the furniture.
No, that was before.
Yeah. Did he?
I don't think so.
You guys did sign a contract with him.
Yeah.
But did we
You
get
both,
a
you both received a sheet of paper.
We did.
Yeah. Okay. That's right.
Yes,
Yeah, we sure do.
Not really sure. I'm
He
like,
unscrolls it very delicately. Lays it out. He brings out two smoothed polished stones and pushes them to the side. So he pushes them to the side so the scroll is laid flat. He goes and then pulls out some small spectacles that are tinted silver, and then just goes, "Augusta, that alliance, the reshipment."
come on, mate.
He then looks up at you and looks back down,
He judged the fuck out of you.
and then puts his finger on the parchment and goes slower.
Well, he can't believe that I'm a fucking Lord of Rivergate, can he? Every time someone looks at me, they think, "How the fuck did this Tabaxi get a fucking key?"
You can make it
it's a lord.
If you're like, just like, oh,
Because I didn't even change my clothes. I guess I change my clothes when we go out to occasions, but my general clothes, just like I'm the same as normal. So I don't really go, I'm a lord, I'm gonna start wearing suits every day now. Like, you know. So most people, I feel they judge me by my looks before they realize, oh fuck, he's a lord. What? And then he's looking, going, this is not right. It's like a fake ID or some shit they think.
McLovin.
So as an insight, let's just check it. What he really thinks.
See what he really thinks.
I'm rolling so terrible today. I mean, rolling 2s all day.
Yeah, you think maybe he's doesn't give a shit about what your title is? Maybe he's just closed off. Maybe he's just sick of dealing with people today on a hot day.
Okay, I'll just let him be then. It is bloody
You're
hot.
not 100% sure. It's humid, and he is sunburned.
I agree, it is hot. But what's his answer?
Quiet, yes, it is hot. The best we can do for you is schedule you an appointment mid-afternoon tomorrow, a couple of hours after lunch. How does that work? Probably about 2 clocks, 2 strikes past the sundial.
No worries, mate. I'll just let my advisors put that in my calendar, so I won't forget.
Sorry, mate, can't write it down. I can't use
Not a problem. So for his address, he's
you use magic for everything, right? Don't you? Like, you just to like move things, use your magic hand. Like you're like,
I don't need to, but I just do.
Not having magic is like these days kids have had a mobile phone or some shit.
He then hands you a basically a pamphlet. Well, actually, more or less a very elegant note that then says this, and then takes out a quill, takes some ink, and then scribbles down in very fine calligraphy. This is his address. Now, if you just go out from the Golden Throne, okay? You go past the 2 guard towers directly to your right. Follow the bridge over, past the other 2 gold towers into the Oval Golden Lookout. His address is number 1 Golden Hang Lookout. You will see it there. It's the colorful one. He then smirks at you with that.
Would you ever write all that down, please? A piece of paper.
He gives the piece of paper to you. It's basically in front of you.
Okay,
It's
cool.
just directions.
I'm gonna. Belvin will take it.
Just so you don't
Thank
forget.
you.
Yeah, here you go. Just so you don't forget
Thank
all
you for that.
You're welcome. If our business is concluded here, I hope you have a wonderful day, and may Uptal bless you.
Thanks, mate. It's a good chat, and we'll see you next time.
We'll see you later. Goodbye. Be pleased. As you book it out of there. Be pleased. You make your way out of there, and yeah, you see before you this other bridge that arcs across into this other legendary cliff. You see across it, underneath it is that grand bazaar that you were in before, where you met Azkra. She then points over that bridge and goes, destination will be over there, and it's on your left.
Awesome. Thank you.
Go see Wakanda.
You gonna give her a tip, Belvin?
No. We paid her. She did what she said she was going to do. So.
You guys walk off on her. She basically.
Well,
She's gonna hold a grudge for sure.
Oh well, I was gonna ask her if is there anything else? Like, she did what she said she was gonna do, but then I was gonna ask her is because we can't meet Hungo until tomorrow anyway, wasn't it?
Yeah, not
no,
tomorrow.
we showed the writ though, didn't we?
Yeah, and the best they could do was tomorrow.
I thought that was before the writ.
No, now you're just not going to get pushed back.
Yeah. Yeah, we can't just walk in,
Yeah.
even with it. So, I was going to ask. All right. So, thank you for that. So now, is there anything that you could recommend for us where we could go and stuff until tomorrow.
Well, there is definitely the public baths. You smell like fish, all of you. You smell disgusting.
Yeah,
You smell horrible.
Yeah, well, we had a long boat trip to get here, so which I understand.
So, if you want to go to the bathhouse, I can definitely take you there. The Grand Colosseum is always interesting to see. There's always some sort of events or fights going on there. They're always wonderful to see. Dye works if you want to change the colors of your clothes, of course. And there's many temples. Don't forget, you also have the dinosaur races going on today, and they'll be going on tomorrow until the working week begins the day after that. I mean, if you just want to go straight off into the slums of the old city as well, I'm sure you can find many fortunes. She kind of like giggles at that.
The old city, what's that?
She tells you and points over to the two ziggurat-like buildings off to the northwest of the city, beyond the city walls. That's where Port Nyanzaru first originated, by those ziggurats. And then expanded out here.
So it's just the slums now.
And it's now just the slums.
Okay. All right. Well, sure we'll be able to find something to do till then.
Wonderful.
All right, and thank you again for your help. And,
Okay.
All right, and I will offer an extra gold piece. There you go,
She'll
as a
take it,
tip. Yeah.
wink at you.
Yeah.
And then put it in the pocket. Take off. As you turn your attention away, you see across the bridge stands a silver-haired maiden. Palish blue skin, or palish blue to white skin, wearing all white silk with boots, with kind of a gold trimmed the entire outfit as well. And you see on her shoulder is a silver platinum pseudo dragon. From across the bridge where you are, across the guard tower, you see this dark-skinned man with bandana around his head, with this wild mess of an tangled hair afro kind of deal, being followed by 6 guards, and they seem to be chatting nonchalantly.
All right, I recognize that person, described by Onthra as Angel.
Possibly.
Well, from the looks of it.
From the looks of it, yeah.
Yeah.
As
So Belvin will approach her.
As you begin to go walk across the bridge, you hear a scream from what seems to be down below. As you look over the bridge, you see this very strange, very weird creature, this stack of what seems to be masked goblins, one on top of the other, which seem to be running away, all of them holding stuff, like a totem pole of goblins running away. And when you look back, they're both gone. And that's where we're going to enter that session.
Oh. Those goddamn goblins.
And
So,
then Angel and that were gone.
They seem to go into a walled residence of some sort. And until then, we will pick back up our Chult journey next week. Hopefully, we're going to have to play this by ear. We're going to have to play this by
Next
ear.
week.
Maybe next week at some point. Maybe on Sunday. Maybe next Sunday. We will play it by ear. There'll be an announcement. I'm going to talk to a lot of you.
Yeah.
And we'll get into the next arc of
your journey into Chult.
Dino races. Woo.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys could have bet. You guys could have put Dino and then a racer. That's all.
Oi,
pretty sure there'd be a
obviously
fine on that too.
Sandstorm
Yeah.
wanted that, but
Oh, yeah.
Belvin thought it was better matters to have.
You
But
got shunned by the
Sandstorm
other
wanted to
nobles,
have
mate.
his own Dino race. And he wanted to bet on him, and then go.
That wasn't a winning dino.
It wasn't.
No, it wasn't a winning dino, mate.
Okay, no worries.
It would have been a
Thanks,
winning dino if I could have used magic.
mate. Yeah, everything's winning when you're around. Remember that time I won in the dice roll?
Had nothing to do with it, mate. What are you talking about?
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us tonight. Thank you so much, Tolscore, for the subscription. I appreciate it so much, my man. Mwah. Thank you all for joining us tonight. I'd like to thank you guys as well for enjoying your little adventure and pissing off a dragon turtle.
Well,
That was awesome.
Well,
he
to be
looked
fair, he
scary.
pissed us off first.
He just wanted some gems, and we gave him those gems.
Gems.
We
didn't
only
really
we
have
only
gems to give.
we only suspect he'll be pissed off. You just
Oh yeah, we just won't
we
ever
don't
go
know
and water
for
it.
sure, yeah.
Let's
doesn't
never
know
go
where
and
we
water.
live.
Exactly. All right. So until next time, guys, girls, on Marine Palace. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week, and we'll see you next time. There'll be announcements made about when we're going to play next, but we're going to play it by ear. We all have a bit of life things going on at the moment, and until next time, keep rolling 20s.
Peace.
See you later. Peace.
Hey.
Yeah.
Bye.